The primary religion practiced by the Kamayo is Roman Catholicism, the largest branch of the Christian Church and one of the oldest religious institutions in the world. Roman Catholicism teaches that it is the one true churches founded by Jesus Christ and that its bishops are the successors of Christ. What do they worship? Most of the Kamayo people put their faith in animistic, traditional ethnic religions. These religions are a major part of not just their spiritual lives, but their culture as well. Its prayer needs. There are no reported Bible translations in the Kamayo's language. Pray that God would call out great translators to come translate the Bible so that the people can learn more about Him. Pray that the existing churches here would be strengthened and that God would continue calling out missionaries and pastors from among the Kamayo people. Pray against the powers of darkness that are blinding the Kamayo from worshiping the one true God. Kamayo, Kinamayo or alternatively spelled as Kamayo, also called Kadi, Kinadi or Mandaya, is a minor Austronesian language of the central eastern coast of Mindanao in the Philippines. Miguel Sadero Maso writes that the Mandaya are considered by the non-Christians as the oldest and most illustrious of the peoples. During the Spanish time, the Davoeno group emerged. These are the Mandaya converts into Christianity baptized during the 1870s at the height of Spanish colonization of the Philippines. The creation of Provincia de Caraga long before the Davao province during the colonial period provides the historical and chronological evidence that Davaoenos are Mandaya descendants. The highest forms of Mandaya worship performed by a Bailana to cure illnesses believed to be caused by the Busao or bloodthirsty spirits. It is believed that the Busao has taken the sick person's soul and has hidden it inside the sun. There are some specific events, things they saw, heard, and did, which were done in Kinamayo that changed a person's spiritual life included the following: counseling, correcting a person of his wrongdoings, mass and Christian education, explanation of God's Word, explanation of the sermon and church ways of work, and baptism seminar in Kinamayo influenced many to be baptized. The church leaders in the Kamayo area use Cebuano for most parts of their worship service and for most other activities of their church. They use Kinamayo for more personal activities such as talking to people before and after the service and counseling those who have difficulties. Kinamayo is also used by some families in their devotions and in some children's Sunday school classes. The church leaders indicated that the primary cause for using Cebuano as extensively as they do is because it is so well understood. The church leaders shared a number of ways that the use of Kinamayo had helped someone grow spiritually. The second largest group of descriptions focused on ways that Kinamayo had been used in worship services or teaching. The dreams of the church leaders reflected this, with 20 dreams focusing on using Kinamayo more in ministry or church services. However, when the leaders indicated which dreams were most important and when they selected dreams to write plans for, none of them chose to make plans for greater use of Kinamayo in church. This may have been because they indicated that implementing those dreams would be AC. It may also have been related to the 49th comment made by one group that the Kamayo people all understand Cebuano well. The church leaders made the most plans for developing Christian songs in Kinamayo and for developing a Kinamayo dictionary. The Mandaya people of Davao Oriental are known for their masterful ikat, a weaving pattern in abaka, the primary fiber they use for weaving. One of their most popular textiles is called dagmay, a hand-woven cloth designed with the patterns of man and crocodile for which the Mandaya weavers are known for. Geometric and curvilinear forms in yellow, blue and white yarns as well as hooks, crosses and diamonds shapes are favorite embellishments in the Mandaya's woven fabrics. Through their clothing, Mandaya women also distinguished themselves from their less affluent neighbors. Those of higher stature wore red cotton blouses with black sleeves, while common women wear brown or black abaka blouses. The clothes of Mandaya are considered by many as among the most beautiful in Mindanao. Mandaya costume motifs are characterized by black designs, line patterns, rick-rack scrolls, curvilinear motifs, and diamonds and crosses. Another popular motif is the crocodile done at various levels of abstraction. Mandaya women wear cotton blouses called dagum. These are usually red, blue, and black and decorated with animal and geometric designs at the back, front, and sleeves. Mandaya women also wear blue gingham blouses. Old women and Christianized Bailana wear black blouses. The Badunang Bubay women's dress is as ornately designed as the blouses and betrays Chinese influence. The dagum ng usog or man-blow collarless shirt has sleeves which may be long or 3/4 in length and embroidered with linama. The front of the dagum is to the hip line or open to the hip line and the edges are trimmed with contrasting colors. Men's trousers are either long or short. The pantot trousers are usually 5 to 7.5 cm above the knee. The long trousers are lost in the hip line but tied from the thighs to the ankles. Traditional skirts are usually made of tagmay, adorned in an almost A style and pleated on one side. The waist is heeled by small piece of coco negra. Some old women wear the patadyong or the tubular shirt and younger girls, the cotton skirt. Puki or women's underwear is made of coconut shell which is finely cut to prevent injury. Strings are inserted through the corner holes and tied to the waistband. Mandaya hat is made of ginit. The designs are turned into the concave shape hat. In some cases, colored feathers are found at the back of the hat. When worn, thongs are attached to keep the hat in place. The Mandaya metal craft includes the fashioning of weaponry. Among these are the balados or steel dagger, kakala or bolu, likod-likod or single-bladed kakana, and wasay or axe for cutting wood or for self-defense.